too.
Are they popping off a lot more?
A lot of people asking us. I'm getting a lot of.
They like those in the wild?
I'm in the wild a lot more than you are.
Fair. I haven't been really seeing a lot of the fun.
Wild, it's to work. When I'm out in the wild, it's like on a daily basis to say silly shit. I'll be on the radio tomorrow. You should call the Mark Bonto show tomorrow.
Fuck it. You gave me send me the info, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking shouts out, guys. Little.
Damn, we've been rolling this?
No, we just started rolling. Shouts out, guys. Jake's going on the fucking radio now.
Yeah, this
Potatoes are getting fucking.
It'll have happened by this time this comes out.
Very true, I forget. Yeah. But shouts out, guys. You better have listened.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I called in.
What was that? If I had a time machine, hot tub time machine.
But yeah, you're saying we're in the wilds getting a little bit of some traction.
I've been getting DMs, people
guys.
and a lot of people in the wild saying, hey, love to get on your podcast, So there's rumblings out there. There's rumblings. And you know what they say. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Hey. Guys, this is totally a new stogie. This is definitely not.
Speaking of continuity, I went home, washed my clothes, got another stogie.
That's fine. Jamie wore the same outfit for how many seasons of Mythbusters?
Fair.
It's the
costume.
But how's the comedy life out there? You just did Grand Rapids.
I did Grand Rapids. Keep from Crying comedy. The F is important. I just did their show at Last Mile Cafe. That was a blast. Awesome set. They are doing a thing where they're trying not to do comedy in comedy spaces.
Right.
So like this was at a cafe. I think they're doing it at a clothing boutique store. Next week, they'll be in Detroit, June 20th.
Hey.
I'll get the information out. This will be after that, probably.
Guys, talk to me.
I'll do another show for them right before I leave for Texas. When you're watching this, I'm going to be in Texas, Houston, chilling with my grandkids.
Guys, so if you're listening, go out there, look for this neon orange motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Orange is big in Texas. Hook 'em horns.
He may be hanging out with some of the local scene. Shouts out Ronnie. Shouts out Mason.
Yep, I've already put a tap out to Mason to connect. So.
Ooh, am I going to see you on their podcast?
Possibly. We didn't talk pods yet, but we did talk Kill Tony. Apparently Kill Tony's taking a couple weeks off during the summer, so
okay.
I'll have to check their schedule, but it's definitely a thing that I'm going to try to do while I'm there. If they're doing a show, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
If they're not, I probably won't make the Mecca to Austin unless we meet like maybe somewhere halfway.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour drive just to do scenes.
That's Detroit to Grand Rapids.
Galveston, which I just did.
That's no big deal, guy.
Back in one night.
Look, man, on high hour, that's fucking Hesperia to LA. I know that drive.
It's also, just the drive. Comedians, we put some miles on our cars. I've been through
Hi, guys.
4 cars since I started comedy.
I'm worried I'm starting to put a toll in that.
It's gonna happen. Tour bus.
Dude,
very good tour bus.
I hate to start thinking big right now, but I've been thinking the speeder van. We repurpose it, put some cots.
I'm liking it.
I'm
thinking I'm liking what you're putting down. You saw the Blackstone. We can take that with us. Couch potatoes on the road, bro.
Because, we'd probably be spending all our our profits to pay off that van.
Oh, 100%. First year.
At least, yeah, that first tour. Because, guys, come on. Who's not going to want a beautifully baked potato with fresh bacon, fucking green onions, mayo, sour cream, butter? Come on, guys. We're going to be doing it local style. Whatever the local good shit is, going to be in that potato, bro.
Dude, I am so stuck on that gator tater.
I really want some gators.
The tongue slides down the throat and hits the belly. So good.
We need that gator episode.
That's my boo gator.
I feel like that gator episode, we're gonna be like the sharks in Shark Tank. We're being like, give me your best gator. Give me your best gator recipe. I think it's gonna be like this Father's Day episode where like this is gonna be a gator heavy episode, and you gotta give me the best gator. Cause yeah, dude, gator tater. I feel like we might have to do gator tater at a couple places though. Cause
well,
I mean,
in Florida.
that's what I was about to say. We got Florida.
Texas.
They got them in Texas.
That's where I had gator for the first
You're
time.
fucking lying, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I know. Shouts out to the fam. There's fam in Mississippi. I know there's gators out in Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
So like that whole southern Gulf touching states, I'm pretty sure get gators. So I feel like we're gonna probably do a gator segment in all those.
Perfected. We'll have it perfected for sure.
And then probably I don't know. We're probably gonna have to do a sweep of the South to get all of the best gator recipes, and then come back to the best one to do the very best tournament of gators, the gator tater.
We'll sell out like an arena and just have them compete. I will make them do it. Come to the Superdome in Louisiana. Show us your best gator tater on the Very Good Podcast.
I am liking this idea, guys. Make it happen. Just like we're gonna make this mall happen. We're making this fucking arena show happen.
We are going to will these things into existence.
Fuck, we're still working with this new mic, guys.
How's the mic? Testes.
That's what I'm kind of.
Am I too far? Do I need to scooch back up?
I'm kind of thinking we might have to get you a mic stand.
A mic stand? Do I need it closer? Do I need to turn this up?
No. Like it's turned up pretty high. It's just you're gonna have to hold it.
I'm gonna get a boom arm.
That's what I'm saying.
Hands free. I'm too much of a handsy guy. You'd think I'm
wanna...
Italian the way I use my hands to talk or something.
I don't want to burst the bubble, Jake, but we can't see your hands too much in this framing. But
pretty hands.
Yeah, no. When you
fucked up.
when you're holding the mic, we actually get. That's what I hate, man. I'm seeing that, especially with the USB mics. We got to hold them up pretty close.
Oh boy.
Which, dude, when you brought it up close, those mic like levels. I feel good looking at these levels, dude.
Welcome to the Very Good Podcast. I'm your host, Jake Mattis, with Francisco V.
Sorry, guys.
Be a late night radio host or something.
Is that what we're gonna do for the?
We could do After Dark.
The Pothead Shed.
I'm gonna hang my mic like this.
That'd be good.
There we go.
Because these apparently have that ability too.
Oh, this one does for sure.
That one hard coded.
I could weld this bitch to something.
That'd be nice. But yeah, guys, we're talking about putting some fucking money into this show. We're slowly putting some money in this bitch.
Yeah.
Because we did say this was going to be a polishing the stone episode. Because guys, we're sorry. Some of these last videos have not been up to what I'd like them to be. But you know, that's part of the process, you know. Sometimes you gotta learn to waste to make good, you know.
Yeah.
I lost you guys. I lost myself.
I lost you a little bit there too, but I saw where you were going.
You gotta burn some biscuits to know when they're good. Is that clear enough?
Oh man, yeah. So thanks for sticking with us, guys, for watching. The average viewers are good. You guys are hanging out, checking in. We love it. We're heading into some vacation time. We're
slowing down for the beginning of summer.
Yeah, this summer slowdown. All comics know it. I've felt it. I've definitely felt it this year more than other years, but I say other years like I've been doing this for 10 years. It's 2 years. So in comparison, I see the slowdown. I'm not feeling it, though, because I've been doing more, so I'm busier, where last summer it was just open mics and I slowed down. And I could tell the number of people at open mics were down. So I'm feeling it in different ways.
Fair.
But I've also got a full plate with everything else that I'm trying to put together as well.
And I mean, I guess that's the thing too, because, and I guess that's my problem. Let's age ourselves. I'm in for 4 years now, and doing it in Seattle, the summer didn't feel.
Is there really a summer there?
I mean, time wise, for comedy,
the calendar says it's summer, but I mean,
for comedy wise, it was still like, oh, it's summer, because yeah, dude, it's still light out at 9 p.m. And so people don't want to be out at a bar or at clubs. They want to be out with family and shit.
Right.
But, surprise, surprise, the West Coast has a lot more people. So what was, to them, clearly a dead night, I was like, this is like every other bar I've been to. What?
This is a steady night, bro.
And so, moving out here to Detroit, to the metro, hitting the amount of mics out here, because
you can do comedy multiple times every night a week.
There's about the same amount of mics. So about the same amount of mics that I was hitting in Seattle, out here in Michigan, with less people, I start to see it a lot more. Because, oh my God, does it get colder out here than on the Pacific Northwest. So yes, people find other places to be than at home for more than 3 months. They go to the bar every night.
You know what the key is?
A beanie?
Outside venues. I live in a water town. There's a water bar that has a nice outdoor stage right on the channel.
And see, shouts out and RIP, but On the Rocks in Wyandotte was really nice because they had that little half and half going on. And I've seen some hot spots like that too. Fucking shouts out, I don't know so much, but I think RIP Trixie's during the winter, inside show, but they have it pretty nice set up outside. Could do it outside too.
Dave Crumbly, shout out Dave Crumbly.
It's got a nice setup. I don't know if it's doing up, but
they had the outdoor patio. I don't know that that's coming back for the summer. But yeah, Dave had a nice patio, and it was packed. In the fall, leading up, it was like August, September. It was always packed. I did that show a couple of times. Great. So if you can find an outdoor scene, I think you could carry a few things in the summer.
But that's the thing, you gotta find outside
There's
spots.
still shows. I mean, I'm still getting booked on shows through the summer, so there's still shows. I'm not trying to rub it in.
Bragging over here.
Look, I have less responsibilities than you.
Guys, hit me up in August if you guys want to be on the show.
Right. Hit Francisco up in about 4 years when the kids are off at school. But yeah, outdoor venues. I think that's the key. I have a pretty good like producer mentality of like creativity. I mean, we've talked off air and on air about a million different types of shows I'd like to put on, comedy wise and non-comedy. But I've also been, taking, Padawan lessons from other Jedi Masters in the business on how to get these shows up and running. So hopefully this fall, the Very Good Podcast will, or should I say the subsidiary parent company, Couch Potato Productions, will be producing more than just Moose Lodge shows. So
Hello, guys.
starting to get some statistics in and
Stay tuned for that
stuff. So
we
calendars are busy. Summer's gonna be it's gonna be a working summer. It's gonna workcation. A lot of time off air, but a lot of time in the books, pounding the streets,
doing that hard work.
Yes,
This is fun. This is fun, easy work.
I can run my mouth in front of a microphone for hours, but that's a long walk to the
we need to put in miles for this thing to work.
right.
It's Tim. But yeah, comedy scene.
But turning it over to you guys too, though, give us feedback. Hit the like, leave a comment, tell us something other than, hey, we want to be on your podcast.
I did see we did get a little sass on the 734 with Lisa talking about AI.
Oh, I haven't checked the comments.
We got a little timestamp, and it was when we were talking about, I think it was you saying that you can't get it to do something. It was the hat. We couldn't get ChatGPT to get the hat right.
Oh, and of course they wanted to
Someone's sassing was like, sounds like user error.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I was like, we're working on new tricks with the old dog.
Now I'm looking. Here we go. I'm into it.
Don't want to out them too much, but I know this little homie.
Oh, you know this person. There's 2 comments.
Yeah, I had to respond.
I haven't looked. I hope you came to my defense.
It was we're teaching the old dog new tricks. We're working on it.
Fair. I actually think I hashtagged a post to somebody. Oh, I had sent. Speaking of Lisa Green, I had sent them a message and said I hashtagged the message in private. I'm the hashtag guy. I will hashtag you in a DM. Hashtag old dog new tricks, because I'm still learning the flyers and how to get that stuff right. Old dog new tricks. My man knows me. This is a hetero life thing, man. I never thought I was the J, but I have found my silent Bob.
Hey,
chiming in when needed.
Guys, when you need the right thing at the wrong time, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh man.
Shoot.
Yeah, podcast growth. Production value is going to go up. You're going to see some new.
Slowly but surely, we're working on it.
New places, new faces.
Dude.
All sorts of fun stuff.
That's the name of the episode.
Maybe.
Hello.
We'll get that value way up. Through the roof.
Dude, are we gonna get the
you could have studio
take 2. Are we gonna have the budget of a crate of chips? Dude.
I'm not saying a crate or a pallet, but maybe like one of those big value packs.
That's what I'm thinking.
Boxes, not the whole pallet yet, but just the,
Okay, not pallet crate, but that's yeah.
We don't
24 pack.
We don't have tour bus money yet.
Yeah,
that's the budget. We got
van money.
Look, we got a new microphone.
We're doing things, guys. Come on. Bashu. What else is new? Video games. 2 episodes ago, we were talking D&D.
Oh yeah,
Some
and,
video games. Ooh,
Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash.
Whatever, your Boulders, whatever, is going to be coming to Netflix, possibly. They're in the talks for that.
A lot of these video games getting TV adaptations, which was what I was kind of leaning towards. Did you ever watch Cyberpunk?
No.
All right, so
We covered my extent of, like, anime coverage. Or are these not anime necessarily?
I don't know if it's anime.
I don't know how to hold this microphone. I need like a handle. Like, if you give me a mic, like,
Is it like Darren's? Can we unscrew it?
Yeah, we can. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you want the penis to point towards your mouth.
Get me in the.
You were actually selling shot. That was great. But
Pixelate that out.
I just recently picked up Cyberpunk the game, and I don't know, dude. I guess I'm still in the prologue, and I feel like I've been playing for 6 hours, dude. And that's, let me tell you what fucks me up about.
I can't play games because if I'm playing for 6 hours and I haven't even really gotten into the meat and the potatoes of the game, so basically the prologue is essentially your tutorials, right? Basically
Kinda.
teaching you how to play the game, what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, I think the first ever was some tutorials, and then it's like here's the characters, here's the world. But I'm pretty sure,
Here's the conflict.
guys, especially if you've played it, like the first, again, I'm pretty sure 6 hours in, I'm pretty sure I've seen that Keanu Reeves is part of this cast, and he's supposed to be the main part of the game. When does the main part of the game start, dude? I thought I was doing pretty good.
And boss.
Like, I've already killed like 2 crime gangs. I've gone around the city a bit. What? And so this is what I was like.
Keanu Reeves thing. Don't let me forget.
I know I've talked about how I've dumped like 900 hours on Elden Ring. I think I saw I have 300 hours on Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Boulder
Dash. What the fuck?
But fuck, man, I'm anxious to start Cyberpunk because it looks like it's gonna be another 300 to 500 hour game, bro. And that's what I was telling some of the homies out in the wild when I was first doing the game bit. He's like, dude, you ever play Cyberpunk? I was wearing a Cyberpunk shirt too, because my sister bought it to me because it was on sale at Hot Topic.
Oh, nice. I've got a connection at Hot Topic.
And so, like, that was honestly some of the comics' favorite thing too. They're like, Cyberpunk? You play Cyberpunk? I was like, no. They're like, dude, I love that. And so someone's like, dude, do you ever play Cyberpunk? I'm like, no. He's like, dude, it's so great. I spent so much time. I'm like, I know, man, but I can't start another game to spend so much time. He's like, yeah, it's a time sink. And holy shit, is it a time sink. I'm so invested in these 3 characters already, and I'm like, but I'm not even in the main game. I'm not in the main game yet. I swear, there's some fucking lines being dropped. I'm like, why are you talking like you're about to die, bro? Why are you doing that?
They are.
And that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna invest you and then cut you off.
That's what I hate about fucking media right now. It's like, yes, this is how you write good, but now it's so predictable. I'm like, ugh.
I get that way watching shows and stuff where I get to be like, we talked about it on past episodes.
Yeah.
It's like you see the path they're going on, and it's like, oh, I know where this is gonna end.
Yes, fucking shouts out one of my
Shit, not that everything's predictable, but it gets that way.
Yeah, what's it called? Shouts out one of my favorite small content creators. I forget their name, but just saw one of their videos on my feed, and it's like, your friend is showing you a movie that they're super excited for, but you already guessed the ending because you're ADD. And dude, that's me and my wife. We're like, oh my God, do you think this is going to happen? They're like, oh my God, this is totally going to happen. And everyone's like, you haven't even watched the movie. We're like, but archetypes.
I'm the same way with my wife. Like, I'll watch a trailer with her, and the trailer then ruins the whole movie for me.
That's why I try to not watch anything.
I do it with things like Marvel, like things that I'm into that I want to know what's going on like that. But like if I'm going into a movie, I kind of want it to be pretty cold. Like,
yeah,
give me a 2-line pitch. What's it? Who's in it? What's it about?
Because
I could probably decide from there.
Like,
which goes. I wanted to touch on your teaser, your Keanu Reeves teaser. There's that ballerina movie coming out.
Oh, right, yeah.
The John Wick.
Yeah.
Universe. Everybody knows it's from the John Wick universe. You're telling us, why do you have to stick Keanu Reeves in the trailer? He's only going to be in the movie for like freaking 5 minutes maybe. The movie's about her, not about him.
And
he's there to kill her. So that's like first act stuff, which would have been a great cameo to save for the theater experience.
Because here's
what people need. Quit telling everybody what the big fucking spoiler is.
The big reveal, the big twist.
Right, like Deadpool and Wolverine right before it came out. Daphne Keene, X-23. I'm not in the movie. Final TV spot. You were the Wolverine. Duh. Why'd you spoil that?
Here's my thing, man. Here's my thing. Fucking, like, I know it was like I'm just a little high schooler at the time. I just picked up video production, and they just taught us literally how trailers are done and for why. I'm like, okay, I know, and I know that we're doing this for money too. So that's why we're putting Bryan Cranston in this Godzilla trailer. But I'm really hoping you're not doing that, and Bryan Cranston is part of the entire movie. Spoiler, that Godzilla movie, Bryan Cranston was only in for 15 minutes. And everyone was like, what did you expect? I was like, I was expecting them to be better. Because now we're spoiling all the good shit in trailers. So, fuck 'em, man.
I'll be honest, it's partially our fault. We're on YouTube. There's a million YouTubers that break this shit down, and they're looking for every little Easter egg. And sometimes they're clever about it, sometimes they're not. But don't put a cameo like that in the trailer. Give us the Easter eggs. Let us look in every little nook and cranny. Set the clock to a certain time that reveals a comic book title that you're referencing. Yeah. Give us those types of details, because us like wired ADHD people and string theorists, we're
gonna see it.
Yeah,
we're gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it. They're gonna see it. It's a little wink to us creatives. The common moviegoer, they're not gonna care. They're gonna be like, oof, cool. This person's in it. That person's in it. Whatever.
Fucking hook us in with the log, not the fucking action scenes of the movie, dude. God damn, dude.
Since we talked about that a little bit, can we go dive back into some Marvel?
Marvel, dude. We're about to.
I heard a wild theory about the Fantastic Four.
Let's hear it.
Pedro Pascal, Reed Richards, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, both in their 50s, right? Are you telling me that this is going to be the Mr. Fantastic that's going to carry the franchise for the next 10, 15 years? I feel like this Reed Richards is going to meet his demise. I think you get him for 3 movies.
3 movies.
4. Maybe 4. You get him for Fantastic Four. You get him for Doomsday, Secret Wars, and maybe one other film follow-up. But I think that after Secret Wars, they're really going to I think it's going to be a little harder reboot than everybody thinks. There's going to be very few crossover
After Secret Wars?
Yeah. But I don't see how you have an older character come in that, like, wouldn't you want somebody, like, closer in, like, their 30s?
Well, see, this is what I keep hearing.
Because I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is going to be the Doctor Doom moving forward. I think spoiler, I think that there's going to be another God Emperor Doom.
God Emperor Doom. I mean, if we're going into Secret Wars, and if all I know Secret Wars is from Spider-Man Secret Wars, maybe we get God King Doom. But where was it going? Weeds Wheedling already. That's where I don't know, man. I keep hearing a bunch of talk about Reed Richards, a bunch of Reed lore that, like, some of these Fantastic Four reboots aren't doing the Fantastic Four justice because they're supposed to be a little older. Like, they keep having to make them like young geniuses, where, like, before it was they were smart.
The Miles Teller version, they made them real young. They were in their 20s or, late 20s. They were fairly fresh faced.
Yeah.
The Fox version, I think, appropriately aged them. I think age-wise the characters were correct. A young Chris Evans, cocky Johnny Storm. I think that cast was right. I just think creative things may have caused them, budget things, technology.
Maybe.
I think I could still watch those over the one Fantastic Four, the Miles Teller one.
Which
supposedly we're going to get a Council of Reeds with Miles Teller, the island, or I can't pronounce his name, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic with Chris Evans. Anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that one is specifically, like, and because of that one, they've kind of, like, shifted Reed to look younger in a lot of the stuff, and it's like, and so then a lot of the new retcons is like, oh, he's a fucking young genius. But a lot of it, like the original Mr. Fantastic, which, I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't be like, original Mr. Fantastic, but I mean, sort of for the argument of this new Fantastic Four, like, I kind of like it lore-wise because he was supposed to be an older guy already.
Yes, and that's why I see a different Reed coming back. One that is younger, but can play older. You know what I mean?
And see, that's why I
It's
like
to make you look older than it is to make you look younger. That's why there's tons of skincare products on the market. Just live life, you'll look older.
I know that.
Shout out
The fucking beard and the goddamn hair.
But there was something else I wanted to say. Rumor is there's been some test screenings, and I'm not going to touch anything on the what I know about, and it's all grain of salt, spoiler, hearsay, BS. But there are some leaks about the post-credit scene out there. You can search those. Whatever, they come out in the last couple of days. But apparently these screenings have been to a few small audiences. I hear mid. But a good comic book movie. And another, you were particularly nitpicking Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. Most specifically, a lot of people were saying that his powers were underutilized.
Underutilized.
Now, a lot of people say that, but there isn't one of his abilities, like, because he can stretch, he can create like more molecules. So when there's a like a math problem or something, like he can like create more brain matter to like compute more. Like that's essentially how he's like the smartest man in the world or whatever. Or,
I mean, I guess.
Or whatever. So supposedly his powers are underutilized, and Ben Grimm is just there. Comedic relief,
no,
extremely underutilized. Those are early reactions.
Those are the early reactions.
I mean, obviously,
you have to watch
don't go out in the world and say this, or this, but their
movie's not out, or by the time that this is out,
it won't be out yet because it comes out July 20th, right before Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
So yeah, we got time before that. Yeah, movie's not out yet, guys. But if you've gotten an early screening, is it? Does it track?
I mean, post-credit scenes apparently are supposed to. The mid and post-credit scenes are supposed to be good. Now, breaking down what I've shout out. New rock stars, I shout them out all the time. I think they were breaking down an article from the director, and they were talking about how the Fantastic Four movie isn't going to have Doom in it because Doom takes up too much air in the room.
Yeah.
Fair. True. Possibly even a true statement. Doesn't mean he won't be in the post-credit scene.
Ooh. Hello.
That's not technically in the movie.
Hello.
Right? So maybe he's right. But from what I hear, just be expectant. Just be expectant.
Gosh.
No reveal of a thing, but
something.
There's some spicy nuggets at the end from what I'm hearing. But that's just my sleuthing on the internet. Can't believe everything you hear, so take it with, as everybody says, with a grain of salt.
Let's see. This comes out the 23rd. This will be
a month before.
2, 3, 4 weeks into season 2.5 of Marvel Rivals. Ooh. I believe this is being recorded day of. I believe gets an update. We get Ultron. We're getting Ultron for season 2.5.
Voices him?
I don't know. I haven't gotten the
Spader. Come on, I was testing your knowledge.
No. It's because I don't know who voices in the Marvel Rivals.
Oh, that I watched a video on last night, this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get that spoiled? Did you? This is James Spader?
There was some chitter chatter. Just I was listening to something about Vision Quest. I don't even remember which channel it was that I was listening. Sorry, I'd shout you out. But it sounds like there's going to be live action versions of Tony Stark's AIs in the Vision Quest show. I thought that was a tasty little nugget. That'll be interesting. There's been a few actresses. Edith from the Edith glasses from Spider-Man. Those Edith has been cast, and a couple other ones. So maybe Jarvis will come back.
Ooh. But hasn't he had a different AI since Jarvis?
He has. He's had a lot. He's had Friday. He had Jarvis. Edith, and the first one he only had he had the AI arms. I don't remember what their names are. I'm a huge Iron Man fan, but not his robots so much. So yeah, Vision Quest will be cool. That's supposed to round out a trilogy of TV shows, basically. That was WandaVision, Agatha all along, and then this Vision Quest show, focusing on White Vision.
See, because that's what happened. So, does he show up at all in Agatha all along?
No.
Okay.
White Vision takes off at the end of WandaVision, and
We don't get him until...
he's been MIA while all this stuff's going on in the world. So we have no idea.
Because I swear that was the most interesting part of WandaVision outside of, there's like witch shit going on.
I thought the most interesting part of WandaVision was the sitcom style.
That
Every episode was...
That's what had me.
Era.
That was my hook. That was the hook for me.
For sure. That was... I'm in 100%.
We had just been watching Modern Family, and so like I'm pretty sure that's like the last one they use before it just becomes
Pretty close.
a show.
Yeah, because then the following episode where it's like she does the whole it was Agatha all along, and she does the chair just like Robert Downey Jr. did at the end of Chair Watch when he went. And they were doing the Agatha all along, and she was sitting in the Modern Family chair while Scarlet Witch was doing her little one-on-one with the camera, and she turned around and did the... Yeah, a lot of connections, a lot of callbacks. I'd love to be a fly on the room in that writer's room.
Shout out to Jim Meskimen. Love you, but you're not James Spader. I haven't listened to you in the game, but I am sad you guys didn't get James Spader. Which, again, was my entire, like...
I mean, James
I expected that.
Probably not very cheap to get.
Yeah. So, like, I understand.
It's something he could do from home with a microphone.
That's what I'm saying. But, yeah, I want to listen to Jim Meskimen's Ultron. Because, no, dude, they got the voice actor for Spider-Man for the Spider-Man games that just come out. So
isn't there a Spider-Man 3 game coming out in 2026?
I didn't know because I haven't played the second one.
Isn't there a Spider-Man 3, Venom, and Wolverine? All three of those games come out next year, maybe.
Have you ever played the Wolverine game that came out?
Any of those games?
You should.
I'm not a game player.
You should really play.
I don't play games. I shoot you straight.
It's a hack and slash, of course,
as it should be.
And you like people talk about how Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2018, and Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 make you feel like Spider-Man. I think it's Wolverine Origins makes you feel like Wolverine, dude. It is nice.
Get over here, bub.
You get over there, dude. They'll blow you up and you're gibbed to all fuck.
What about never mind. You know who we forgot on our Father's Day episode when we talked Marvel? Oh, he's like, oh, here we go back to this. Scott Summers.
I thought you were going to say Wolverine. But she's kind of a clone. Father figure.
Yeah, father figure. Anyways, that's a callback. Hope you watched that episode.
Guys, you watched it.
If you didn't, you missed it. Go back and watch it. It's the one before this. Yeah.
Come
on. Where were we at? Oh, yeah, Marvel Rivals. You were talking about Marvel.
Yeah, because season 2, we got updated with Emma Frost. And now we're going to get Ultron. We got Tank Mommy. And now we're going to get a strategy bot. So, let's see for that.
There you go. Let's see. I'll be in Texas, so I'll be playing some video games. My son-in-law is a big video game player. It'll be sports ball games.
That's what I was...
Yeah, sports ball games.
Come on, I'll be playing sports ball.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to be... they're actually... The reason I'm going is my mom and I are going down to hang out with my grandson.
Hello.
Because mom and dad are going to youth camp with the church.
Oh.
My son-in-law's a youth pastor down there, and he leads the youth ministry, and they've got camp, so they'll be gone for a week. So my mom and I are going to go hang out with them. They just moved into a new house, new to them house. But yeah, it'll be fun. Excited. I don't know how much games I'll be playing since they'll be gone, but I plan on doing tons of writing, podcasts, formatting, all sorts of fun stuff. So, like we said, polishing the stone. It's
Polishing her.
Workation.
Cause shit, yeah. What am I doing? June. I got some family events going on. So yeah, you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of the very good Francisco around the metro. But shoo, coming July, maybe you'll see me. But in August, probably gonna be hitting the bike.
And then in September, for almost sure, you'll see.
Yeah, by the time I turn 30, that's when you're gonna be seeing me more.
And he's only 26. So,
Oh my god, do I got 4 more years?
oh, I wish.
I don't have 4 months left. Shit. But what else can we yap about? We just did the Marvel Rivals. I haven't been hitting any Marvel stuff. I wanted, and I kind of alluded to in the Father's Day episode, and not 2 hours ago. But I've been watching King of the Hill and Home Improvement.
Ah, yes, we yapped plenty about King of the Hill, the revival, and all the dads on that show last time. So,
Home Improvement.
Dude,
I'm going to try to kick back here.
I never paid too much attention to it, and then like I learned a little bit of Tim Allen lore. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like in Grand Rapids or in Lansing or something. And then like episode 3, he's like, oh yeah, Detroit name drop. I was like, oh. Or hold on, let me get my best Simeon. Oh, I smoked too much. But yeah.
yeah, again, age gap. I grew up on Home Improvement. I remember it coming out. Watched
91 to 97 or 99, I think I saw was the run.
Yeah, so I mean, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Oh, you're gonna readjust the camera.
Let's get you nice and comfy over there. Yeah, we're both comfy now.
Comfy cave.
So actually, let's hold that thought so we can put back
We're
to talking to Home Improvement.
Talking Home Improvement, yeah. I mean, what I was going to bring up right before is I know you grew up on Home Improvement, but
You watch it coming out.
I watched it coming out, and I've seen the show now 3 times.
Ooh.
I'm not saying it. I've not watched Home Improvement all the way through 3 times. I'm saying I've seen the show 3 times now. It's Home Improvement, Last Man Standing, and Shifting Gears.
Let's see.
You don't know those?
I don't know those.
So Home Improvement, right? 3 boys. He has a TV show. He's a handyman. He likes hot rods, right? Okay. Cut scene. Show's over. He does all the movies, TV, blah, 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 some other stuff. Comes back. Boom. Last Man Standing. Not in Detroit. Now he's in Denver. Okay. He is Mike Baxter instead of Tim Taylor. And he works at like what would be like a Bass Pro Shop style charity store.
Yeah.
And he's like the second in command there. And instead
Some
of
King of the Hill shit.
so instead of 3 boys, he has 3 girls. Characteristics, clearly sitcom style, all 3 different, blah, blah, blah. He's got a wife. Cut scene to the end of that. There's a Tim Taylor, Mike Baxter. He filmed an episode where they coexisted in the same universe. Now, I've not watched enough to really make this fair judgment on Shifting Gears. But it's his new series that's out on ABC, Hulu, wherever you stream it at. I don't know. I've caught it online. But it's Shifting Gears where now he's a mechanic. He owns a shop.
and he's got this wayward daughter who comes back, and Stifler's in it, and it's like
Stifler!
he's like the love interest to the daughter, or maybe plays the son. I don't remember the dynamic. There was it was a lot of weed going on.
Some stuff going on.
But I mean, he's made that show like. I mean, he's got the blueprint. I mean, and people do it with movies. I mean, if you look at it, there's 4 basic movies that everybody tries.
Yep.
That everybody tries to like. Okay, here's the framework. Let me put some different siding and a roof on it, and see what it looks like. Step inside, explore your mind. You know, shit like that. Again, Home Improvement can't top the OG.
That's the OG, guys.
You can
I grew up on the OG.
Wilson, never seeing his face. It was awesome. Mysterious character.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, I forget. Do we ever see his face? So far, we don't.
I don't think you ever do in the whole series. But yeah, you can't. And then Al Borland. I was Al Borland. I literally. My dad looked like Al Borland. Beard, wore those shirts, you know, and then of course as I grew up, beard, wore those shirts. I got called Al.
Dude.
I've also been called Hank Hill. Yes, guys, I used to be a good boy and follow the rules and, you know, play by the man, by what the man says I should do.
Hey, cleaned up after the real boss worked. Because no, dude, just watched this one episode because I'm still in season 1, and so
in the early stuff.
Yeah, and Al just like flashed the PO box again. I was like, wait, what's the fucking zip code? Where is he? Because dude, they're saying Detroit. I'm like, hold on.
Obviously, it's Metro, where they're at. Is there a Binford Tools around here?
We're not deep enough to know that. Not deep enough to know all the fucking names yet.
Oh, that's Binford Tools. They're the sponsor of the show, Home Improvement. And they never say, is his show like a regional show? I can't remember.
I'd imagine.
I don't remember that part of the show where it's like just like a local Detroit show. So it's like on like, I don't know, whatever a local TV station would have been back in the day. Now see that, why don't we reboot Home Improvement or make it a revival where
back to Tim.
Al and Tim are doing a YouTube channel now.
YouTube Home Improvement or Tool Time?
Tool Time, yeah, there you go.
Dude, okay.
Hulu.
Guys.
Let us pitch.
Let us pitch to Tim Allen and what's his name. We'll get it, guys.
I'm telling you, if someone would pay me just to sit in a think tank and put ideas up for 8 hours a day, I'd fill the whole bubble.
Come on, guys.
I'm cheap. I'm a cheap whore. I'll give ideas out for cheap. $4 million each. Come on, Netflix. I know you got the money.
Dude, watching that 90s sitcom vibe, I was like, damn.
My wife doesn't like sitcoms. She's not a sitcom person. Very particular as far, which is odd because she'll watch like animated shows, which are essentially sitcoms, just animated, right? You can just be more absurd.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's the grounded aspect.
No, yeah, dude. And that's what I was kind of saying. Like, it's so goofy, but it's like so like produced. They cut out an explosion hole. I'm like, why don't you guys just actually just make an explosion there?
Right.
Like, I think you guys. I mean, besides being a little safer, you guys would have gotten for a lot cheaper, man, a better effect. I don't know, dude.
Always go practical.
But,
especially when you can blow shit up.
Exactly, man, because then they're using, like, live snakes.
I bet
they're using...
Michael Bay didn't direct that episode.
No. Guys, why didn't we get Tim out? Why didn't we get Tim out and Michael Bay in the same room? What the fuck?
Could you see Tim Allen in the Transformer universe? Like, instead of Mark Wahlberg, it was Tim Allen. He's wrenching on Optimus Prime. He's like, more power. All spark.
No. Can't get enough of it, dude. I just unfortunately fell asleep. Sad we didn't get any simian grunts out of that fucking toy. Or maybe we did. I didn't watch enough of the movies.
Well, you may have another crack. They're coming out with the 5th one.
Oh, there's only 4. Okay.
Yeah, there's only 4 so far. I didn't watch 4.
Nah.
I completed the trilogy. So I look at these like I look at Star Wars, right? So the original 3 are great. The 4 was Forky. Really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. What do we do? Is this Adventure Time all of a sudden?
This is just a cash grab. Let's be honest. This is a cash grab. Who needed work? Like, okay. I mean, maybe 5 rounds it out. I mean,
Hopefully, man.
but like, you still got to come out with 6 because now you gotta round out the second trilogy.
Finish the second trilogy. So,
I mean, not all of us are like you and I, and then none the sequel.
back to fucking Pixar, man. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, ever since it became Disney Pixar, like, Wish came out, and I wish it was better. Haven't watched it, honestly. But
I've checked out on a lot of the Pixar movies, even the newer ones. Like, there's probably 10 years worth of movies that I haven't seen.
Well, hard Pixar?
Is Wreck-It Ralph Pixar? Or is
I think that's DreamWorks. Is it Pixar?
I don't know. It's Disney of some sort, I think.
Is it?
One subsidiary or another. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, they do a whole crossover reference to the princesses.
Yeah.
I need to look at the fucking list again.
Anyways.
It might actually
a lot
be
of
Disney
those
Pixar.
Pixar movies that I just...
No, but like hard Pixar... I forgot that there's only so many. There's only like one every 3 years or so. And like... Those, whilst the newer ones are kind of Disneyfied, those are still pretty good. Because, like, Disney Pixar, not Pixar Disney, the Disney Pixar movies right now, dude, like Wish, fucking Moana. Well, I'm glad we got The Rock. I did not
Those aren't
like
Pixar.
That's Disney Pixar.
That's Disney. No, that's not even Disney.
They're using the Pixar
Animation?
shit, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess I'm going like Pixar universe. Like.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's hard Pixar, just Pixar.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
And then there's Disney
Classic
Pixar. Because after they got Pixar is when they started going 3D more so. And so I kind of see them as the same.
I live in the Disney Renaissance era. That's just
Yes, Mulan, Little Mermaid,
pretty much.
Lion King.
And I even like The Rescuers. The Rescuers Down Under gets trashed, but I liked that movie
I don't think I watched
as a
it.
kid. But yeah, everything like, I mean, Little Mermaid and then Beauty and the Beast. And, you know, I think one of the ones towards the tail end for me was Tarzan.
Tarzan's Primo, Hercules.
Hercules.
The
Emperor's New
Groove formed me.
I'll go more into detail in this, but I worked at a daycare center.
Oh.
At the front of a like manufacturing facility, like a compound. There's like 6 or 8 factories in this place.
Uh-huh.
And there's this daycare center that was open till 4 a.m. for third shift workers. Like, I mean, yeah, kids slept on cots, and it wasn't the coolest, but I worked there.
Yeah.
Whatever. But to go to bed at night, we would turn on the Emperor's New Groove for the kids. That and Rugrats in Paris were the two movies that like sucked me in, you know, while at that job. I'm like, I'm getting paid to sit here and watch cartoons. I love it.
Dude, because, man, it's so... The 90s knew it, man. Like, the late 80s and most of the 90s, they knew it. Like, it had to be good for the kids and the parents, man.
Yeah.
Because, dude, Shrek is the pinnacle of those movies.
I think I went to the theater 3 times to see that.
Dude.
There's another one of those coming out.
Oh, my God.
This one, I hope. I've set myself up for. I've set my expectations really low. I'll put it on record. Unless someone offers me, I will not be going to the theater to see.
Yeah, I don't want to spend money on this.
I'll wait for streaming, but then I'll get screwed because it'll be on like Paramount Plus, and I don't have that. So I'll have to like put the eye patch on and get dressed up.
Yo ho
It somewhere. I don't know.
I wasn't too.
I love Mike Myers. I'm a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope we're bullying them enough that we're gonna get the old models back, because I did not like the teaser.
Sonic.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping we're bullying them enough because we need those old models back.
That's
I know.
terrible. And where'd their other 2 kids go?
I know. I was like, what? We're gonna have a 6th movie now because we have to talk about the other kids.
Swamp Life's rough.
Swear. Oh no, they went full ogre. Cause fuck, dude. 1 and 2, just solid 10, and then 3, I was like,
3 was Rumpelstiltskin, right?
no. 3 was King died, and they gotta get another heir.
Oh yeah. And they
4 is
go,
Rumpelstiltskin.
yeah. And I never watched the Puss in Boots spinoff.
Dude, there's like 2-3 movies, I think.
Yeah, I never watched those. But yeah, those first 3 really good. The Rumpelstiltskin one started to get.
That one, I was like, I thought we were gonna get more family ogre stuff. Now we're just gonna get another what if.
Had a great setup in the beginning. Shrek losing his shit at the birthday party.
Yeah.
That was so on brand for him. Like, that is not Shrek. I was hyped, and then they're like, let me down.
Yeah.
We're just gonna relive the other movies just through a different lens? Okay, I guess.
We need a bunch of new ogres. Yep. I mean, yeah, but
Which I think Ice Age did a really good job with, as far as like coming up with new creative stories to push things forward.
dude, they were wacky. I mean, I guess you can basically divide it into what we see. The first one's like with humans. The second one's a flood.
Right.
Third one is dinosaurs, and then the fourth one is icebergs.
Yeah, I don't think I followed the 4th one yet.
That one's got Peter.
My kids aged out, so I kind of aged out of that one. Just like I haven't seen the newest Despicable Me.
Oh, thank God that's not on the fucking list. Because no, I mean, going through the Disney Plus list, they have all the Ice Age, and I can only watch the third movie so many times. Like, I know my kid loves dinosaurs, but we've watched this 3 times today. Let's watch 2 or 4.
I think 1 and 2 definitely are my favorites. Again, it's always hard to beat the OG, but I could be convinced. I could put 2 in front of 1, but I definitely couldn't move 3 and 4. 4 because I haven't seen it, and 3, like you said, it can get tiring.
No, because Look,
I saw 3 in the drive-in.
I saw it when it first came out, and I loved it. Like, I still stand by it. It's a good movie. It's funny. But watching it 20 times in the span of a week...
That's I had mentioned on the last episode, or after we finished the last episode, my daughter texted me about something my grandson had watched for the first time.
Yeah.
What's awesome, because he's not yet 2, so he's got a clean palette to paint on. He watched SpongeBob, so now when Papa comes down to hang out for 10
Drop
days,
some SpongeBob lore.
I'll be watching some SpongeBob and chilling. Now he's into my stuff. I couldn't quite watch Simpsons or Family Guy, stuff like that with him yet, but I can do SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, dude. My kid just recently got to that age where he'll be able to pay attention to stuff, and one of his favorite things are SpongeBob. We're like, glad you have a leisure show, but we need to teach you first. But what the hell were we?
The episodes though, because I don't have Paramount Plus, which is where a lot
It's on Amazon.
What's that?
It's on Amazon.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And here's the thing: all the seasons up to the movie release is what's considered the OG golden era. Because after that is when it started.
Yeah, because that's what I was just going to bring up. I watch on Pluto, Stream Now, Pay Never, free service. I watch on there, and it's a lot of the older season 1, 2, 3 stuff. And some of those are just peak SpongeBob.
Yeah. And that's what's freaking insane. Like, rewatching it with the kids, like, I'm seeing, oh my god, like, a lot of the memes that everyone quotes are from season 1. Like, oh, amazing. So, fucking shouts out.
Those are some amazing early SpongeBob. Man,
Those Nickelodeon animations.
Who runs longer? Who outlasts who? SpongeBob or The Simpsons? Who has a longer run? In the end, I know The Simpsons may end before SpongeBob. I get that just because of things. But
I don't know.
About 10 years later. It was 10 years. Simpsons was Fox in 88 or 89. SpongeBob was 99. So they got a 10-year head start, but who runs longer?
I think it's still Simpsons.
You think The Simpsons runs longer than SpongeBob?
Because, look, man, we're getting a bunch of, which, I mean, isn't fair to say, because Cartoon Network, the studio, the network itself got shut down.
Yes.
So a lot of Cartoon Network stuff is just gone. And so, not to say it'll happen, but I won't be surprised if it happens to Nickelodeon, too.
Do you... speaking of Cartoon Network, and just to kind of go off on a tangent side quest, with that happening, what do you think the possibilities of us obtaining the rights to a Johnny Bravo movie?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we've already lost our window of opportunity on buying Cartoon Network.
I didn't say buy the network. I said just use the rights.
Use the rights? No, because they also got like Boomerang. Did Boomerang go with Cartoon Network?
I don't know, but they do have that. Have you heard of Laugh TV? There's some of these. In the age that we live in, there's streaming all over the place and different, like, I don't want to say, we'll call them budget options to watch entertainment. And there's like a Me TV, and it's Laugh TV and Cartoon TV, or Cartoon Me, and it's a lot of old Hanna-Barbera.
Nice.
It's old catalog of cartoons. I'll show you some of the stuff on after we finish rolling, but that's where you can find a lot of those things. And like, if those IPs, just use them. I'm not talking buying a studio, but I see what you're saying with Nickelodeon. I feel like Nickelodeon has enough behind it.
I was about to say, to be fair, Nickelodeon's
also-
got like Nickelodeon movies and stuff.
Also, Nickelodeon can go the Marvel route and sell off their valuable IP. They've probably learned their lesson from Marvel, like Spider-Man's never coming home. Put home in the title. It's just not happening, bro. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, it's they could do it that way. They have some. I mean, what other IPs does Nickelodeon really have? Rugrats, that's kind of a dead IP. Nobody really does Rugrats shit anymore. Reruns.
There's so many, like, there's a lot of basically dead IP.
All they're doing is pumping out SpongeBob spin-offs and
SpongeBob, Fairly Odd
Camp
Parents.
Coral, which is like totally retconning a bunch of different like adventures. Have you seen any of that?
No.
Camp Coral? Okay, it's basically like kid versions of the characters. Sandy, Patrick, introduces them to some other like
My
bikini
God.
bottom
I
places.
forgot. Yeah, there's
Mrs.
spin-off shows. Patrick has a show.
Patrick has a show where you meet like his entire family, and it's not even the people that we saw in any of the
Yeah, it's like,
episodes. It's all retcon. They're literally just trying to, milk everything they can from.
yeah. So
You're probably right. It's probably going to be The Simpsons because The Simpsons have the longevity, and I feel like
they've gone off air and come back too. Aren't they one of them?
Simpsons.
Yeah.
No, they've never.
They've never gone?
Never been canceled
See, there's a thing.
ever. They just been continuous since they launched. It's 30. They're what, season 37 now? Yeah. 36, 37, yeah.
Futurama got knocked out, came back.
Futurama.
Family Guy's gone.
Numerous times. But then again, back in the day, you had physical media that drove the sales to bring those shows back. Now, if a show dies on air like that,
We still got streamies. We still got
do
the
you?
internet.
Do you? Because if they're not going to pay people the residuals to keep that on TV, why are they going to put it on streaming and then have to pay residuals every time it's streamed? They're not going to do that. That's the thing. Streaming, what did we think? Streaming, it was an endless stream of shit. Everything that ever was and ever will be streamed. No. These people have a fucking valve on that tap, man. They can cut that shit off anytime they want.
That's,
And it's all money. It's all money.
bro, because
I mean,
that's
you're paying 6 cents to somebody who wrote 3 lines on the show every time you click watch. People post their checks like, look, I'm still getting this 3-cent check. Because someone watched this
That's what I really want.
episode from 2010. Like, come on. But that's where there was a lot of this in the strikes and stuff. The streamers and stuff it's more of an upfront thing. Residuals, I think, will be a thing of like the past. It'll go away. It'll be more of an upfront thing. It'll have to be.
Are we gonna see a change in the business then?
100%.
Like, it'll feel almost like you're clocking in instead of coming in.
Almost, but I think it'll be more like contract work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you produce a thing, we pay you, we have it for X number of whatever.
Time.
Just like modeling, someone buys your headshots or your media, you sign a release and a contract, you have X number of days, months, years, whatever time to use this, and then that expires, right? It'd be the same way. Now, for like bigger productions, like a Marvel thing or whatever, obviously, yeah, you would have to break that down, and we're getting into very like businessy talk.
Yeah, where are we going?
But, like, you would almost have to like break that down into like, okay, so for theatrically, we're paying you. Boom, you're showing up, you're doing a thing, you're making a thing. This is what we're paying you. Now, they do it already. Contract, box office sales. You know, we get a cut of that. You know, when it starts streaming, you know, obviously you're going to see a bump in streamers because they're going to be like, oh, I missed that in the theater. Let me sign up for your thing. You know, there's different ways to do it than residuals. You don't have to go back and keep paying people. You know, I dropped 36 cents on the ground today. Well, don't waste a tree and send me a paper fucking check for 6 cents.
Yeah. Dude, I'm
Let's
getting
take
so
care
mad
of
with
this
all
up
this paper
front.
mail.
Be done with it. Here's the thing. I made it. You can use it. You want it for forever? It's going to cost you more. You want it for 10 years? I mean, it's kind of like record labels, right? I mean, like people that write songs. I mean, it'd almost be like that type of business where you own your catalog of, you know, whatever.
And see, that's where I was saying was,
And I think that's going to drive more indie producers.
and because that's what I was seeing kind of taking off, and I'm like, oh, this can kind of work for any sort of artist. And that's where I was like, okay, I need to be able to network. How am I going to network as a fucking animator who's supposed to work in the back end? Maybe use some of this theater experience and go on stage.
Right. It's all that. That's this phrase stuck in my head the other day. Cast a wide net, man. Cast a wide net. The wider the net, the more fish you're going to catch.
And guess what?
You're going to drag a lot of trash up with it. Don't get me wrong. A lot.
Those are your fish, though, bro.
Yeah. Get one fish, man. You're going to eat like a king.
Maybe you find some good loot.
Hidden treasure.
Because, dude, little side tangent. Because have you been seeing any of these people magnet fishing?
Yes.
Tell me you haven't been thinking about getting a strong magnet like that too.
I won't tell you that, and I won't also tell you that I've thought about getting a metal detector. I also won't tell you because you don't live, well, you do now, but you've not always lived in this area. And while we are bundled up, and
It says like
it's June 1st tomorrow as the recording of this podcast.
we're in the middle of spring and it's
Right, it is
chilly.
brisk. This winter, when it snows, and I'm not talking a little dusting on the grass, when we get 4, 5, 6, 8 inches, maybe, if I know you don't look, that doesn't look happy to you.
I don't like that.
Okay, listen, hear me out. What happens when all that snow hits?
Everyone's inside.
Everyone's inside, but there's also the panic at the grocery store. I gotta go get this, I gotta get that, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. And then all that snow comes, right? Then they plow. Now, give it 4 or 5 days, a week, 10 days, even wait till the spring. Depending on how long those mountains of snow are there. Start walking the perimeter of that snow. As it melts, you will find dollar bills. You will find jewelry.
Shut up.
Shit people drop out of their purse, out of their cars. You will find lots of stuff.
Let me tell you, my first winter here in Detroit was very happy, dude. Because
Yeah, it barely got what, under 40 degrees and snowed twice?
well, no. This was the year of that one freak ice storm
Oh, okay.
where we got down to like -20.
That winter.
Yeah. But right before that storm hit, I was seeing some of that ice loot already at the dog park. I found a brand new weed breeze at the dog park. I was like, what the fuck? I like put it up. I'm like, I'm not storing it. Like, that's fucking full, right? Dude,
I've seen a couple on the ground. I haven't picked those up. Money I'll pick up. Weed pens, it could be a trap.
true.
It's a trap.
After that one, I was like, I don't know if I should keep picking these up. Like
I
there
see
was
them
this
at the gas station all the time on the ground.
Ooh, no,
They fall out of someone's car, getting in, shut the door, or getting out.
it depends on the area because
100%.
Because, I mean, I found this one at the dog park, thankfully, like, by the bench. I'm like, okay, someone stood up, fell out of their pocket.
Thought they had it in their pocket. It was on their lap or something.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, I'm just going to clean this with alcohol, put a little swab in.
Oh, yeah.
Call it goods. But, dude, a gas station vape off the floor? No. Because yeah, man, I've seen plenty of those too, and I walk right past those. I to show how trashy I am, I was going to the Jimmy John's downtown Detroit, and that's in College Town Center. Like on that like median, because it's like pretty nice.
Right.
I did find one of those Pro Breeze. I was like,
maybe.
let me just clean it up. Does it got anything left in it? And I was like, oh, she's almost dead. I feel that wick. So I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Lesson learned. I was at a undisclosed chain restaurant, standing outside smoking a cigarette and hitting my weed vape pen.
In the vape.
And this group of people pulled up, stood out front as there was a wait to sit down. And he goes, the one guy says, "Hey, I wonder." And he walks behind a bush and he comes out and he goes, "It's still there." He had stashed a joint the week before in the brick behind a bush. And they pulled it out, and we all smoked it.
Dude, fuck it. Shouts out to a similar story. Back home, Oakley, California. We were hanging out at wifey's mom, and one of the homies was kind of walking distance, and I didn't really want to smoke while grandma was around. I was like, I'll take a walk. Walk back. I'll smoke one here. We'll smoke one on the way back. We'll smoke one here at night. Right before I turn into the cul-de-sac, there's I guess, a dandelion, but I didn't recognize it as a dandelion because it didn't have the flowers. But it was a weed nonetheless, and I put it under. But it was kind of big and bushy. I'm like, I don't know. I left it under a bush because I didn't want to walk up to my friend's door, say hi to their mom with a joint in my ear. I'm like, let me just put it under over here. I don't want it to.
First impressions and all,
Well, they'd known me for a while.
Oh.
And I just didn't want to crush it in my pocket. Didn't want to have it visible on my ear. Just wanted to be like, hey, let's get the fuck out. Let's talk up. And so we come over and turn around. I'm like, oh, hold on. And I like reach under the weed and pull out my fucking joint. And they're like, you son of a bitch, you put it under a weed? I was like, oh, it's a weed? I thought it was a bush. So
the weed was hiding the weed, man.
It wasn't a week, but I did hide it under weed. So I like the similarity there.
Oh, man.
But, oh, no, hey, check it out.
I just started working a new bit about weed, back in the day, you used to, again, kind of like the mall thing, you used to have to make arrangements, to This was like you started planning on Monday or Tuesday. I need to get some weed. Who's got 5 on it? You know, whatever. And you make the connections. You do the thing. You talk to the people. All right, after school on Friday at this place. Now, shit. That's a random Tuesday afternoon.
It's like, oh, damn, I'm low.
Kroger pickup, done. Drop the dog off at the vet, done. Dispensary, done. It's like, man, it's just Tuesday errands now.
Yeah.
I can order my weed and my munchies all ahead of time.
That's what I've been telling some people.
And some places have them delivered.
So, some of these old heads be like, oh my God, did you spend $60 in there? I was like, this is a $15 quarter, dude. What? No. I'm trying to smoke. I'm not trying to fucking get a zonked. I don't want to spend triple top shelf the fuck.
Right. I just want a little bit of weed, not that super weed they got.
And dude, I'm like, that's what I love out here, man. Like, it ends up being like about the same price as maybe a pound of beef some places.
Again, I tied. This is a joke I said before, way back when I started. But like, I grew up watching Back to the Future movies. Like, I thought we'd have flying cars by now, but no, we've got BOGO weed. It's a win-win,
dude. 2 ounces for $80.
Right. Those. I can get joints for less than $1 a piece.
Less than that, for sure.
Pre-rolled joints for less than $1 a piece.
But some of these, like that's what I'm saying. Some of these BOGO ounces. What do you mean? I get 2 ounces for $80, $40 ounces.
Right.
Usually $80 ounce. Oh, there's $30 ounces. $10 sometimes if it's shake. Have you ever
worked in the weed industry?
I want to, and have you?
I have. I worked at a dispensary. So my first experience at the dispensary was, you're the only guy. We're gonna stick you in the back. So for the first 2 weeks, all I did was sit in the back, break pound-sized bags of weed down into ounce bags, like literally. Cut it open, glove, scale, bag. That's it.
Wait, that's all I ever wanted to do. What the fuck what am I implying to?
Then I was house pre-rolls.
Hey.
Everything at the end of those bags went into a bucket. Then they were made into house pre-rolls. They were given out for first-time customers. It's your birthday. Maybe not the most fanciest a joint, but hell, it's a free
It's
joint.
the good shit.
Right. It's coming straight from bud. It's not like it's, scraps like,
some of the shake.
Right. But yeah, I packed joints. That's how I got good at packing cones. I did it for 6 hours.
Fair.
I know what I'm doing.
Dude, I gotten interviewed for 2 positions at the local distributor.
I know a homie who works in the industry.
We'll talk later, but I need to talk to them. If it's our boy BM, I don't know if he'll.
No.
Okay.
CS.
I needed a disambiguation after that. No, dude, they had me for fucking analyst.
Lewis, not C.S. Lewis. But yeah, and then I moved onto the sales floor. I did the front. Problem was I was too good on the sales floor, I think, because it was like throwing me to the wolves, dude. Like, and that was back when there was a medical side and a rec side, so it wasn't all like together, it wasn't commingled. But I started on the sales floor, and in the first month I was like in the top 2, top 3 in sales, and they were like, then they started just sticking me up front, and I hated it.
No.
I mean, probably now I'd be able to tolerate it, but I hated it back then. It was just scanning licenses, pushing. It was stuff for that I hate. Basically, I'm not good with technology. Something broke, something did. I'm like, I don't know what to do, dude. Yeah, you look cool. Go ahead.
No, that was the last gate for you.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
No.
I have been trying to get back into the dispensaries. It's something to just get a little money coming in. The tips are fucking amazing.
Dude, I don't even know about that, but that'd be amazing.
Bro,
Guys, dispos. Either employ us or fucking...
This was in 2021. 2021 when I worked there over the summer. And on average, I would say I brought home between $60 and $80 a shift in tips, on top of a discount on weed, on top of, these edibles are shelf life can't be sold, so you guys want to take them home?
Bro.
I'm telling you, it's like I did not have this on my wish list, in 5th grade, 6th grade, or whatever. They're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Drug dealer wasn't like an acceptable answer. Now, you just put down bud tender.
Yeah, it's different, okay?
You might get a few looks now, but it's a little more socially acceptable.
Dude, I'd want to. If only these freaking I wish we'd get some later hours, honestly, because if I could do an evening night
in the dispensaries, dude, why don't we just get them all? Then the dispensaries work for us.
Bruh. We need... All right, let's round it out with small talk.
I am Walter White.
Let's
Jesse Pinkman. Let's go.
Let's round it out with mall talk, cause dude, fuck it. Shouts out to Brandon Mullins. We need to get you on here and talk some mall talk, cause you brought us some revelations that we could maybe make this happen a little smaller, but just as effective. Cause honestly, when you think about it, man. Like 27 plus rooms, like already set up perfectly identical. Like some of those we could just repurpose into theater rooms already.
You're not far off. The auditorium, the gymnasium. We could have the Very Good Sports League.
They hang out there. That's how we get summer funds.
So we take the mall premise, and instead of looking for an abandoned mall,
the idea was find an abandoned school.
Now, on top of it's an abandoned school, so it's owned by the city. So we're probably going to be able to get it at a deal.
Well, wouldn't all of these abandoned places be owned by the...
No, some of these malls are owned by property companies.
Already owned by something else.
Yeah, a lot of them are just funsy toys for these things. They're just like another piece in their property portfolio. And if they're dragging the team down, then they close the mall, or it's kind of like a baseline thing. You dip, you're done.
Yeah.
I think as long as you have a strong theater and a few anchor stores, I think you'll be able to hang around.
And we got Lisa bringing in. They were talking about like bougie pieces, right? Like a bougie glass piece.
Yes.
Or no, like merch, like clothing.
I have to go back and rewatch the episode. That was like a month ago. By the time this comes out.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, Lisa brought in a shop. Dan Leach brought in wasn't his coffee, a coffee shop or something? I can't remember. I'm the weed.
Yes, I was like, so like an opium den, but for weed. So I love that approach. I was like, okay, opium den for weed, and the lifestyle store.
Darren had mentioned the high-end pieces. Darren was, I believe, the one.
Darren's talking high-end pieces.
High-end pieces, yeah.
We should. I should really be doing more show notes to look back on
I've got about
who said well on which
about 3
episode.
episodes to go back and rewatch.
Because I forgot we even asked Darren about what he'd put in. Did we ask him
We
on
asked him
the
that.
on the Darren episode or on the Road episode?
It might have been on the road episode. It might have been at Grizz's. The weed was wheeling.
It's been wheedling.
But man,
We got 3 stores.
yeah,
We got 4 stores with
we're gonna
creeps.
polish the stone, folks. We're gonna have
Consolidate these stores we've developed because
our
got 4
stone
now.
minds have to become a little more organized to keep the trains.
Yeah, that's what we're realizing, guys. Oh my
Put
god.
together some sort of functional, actionable plan to some sort of potential investors someday. We
We do gotta organize.
put things, in a plan.
But dude, this mall / school / what if we get an abandoned like mansion? I was gonna say I was about to go plantation mansion. Because honestly, that would be a lot of free space in the back too.
Well, I think if you go with a school, I mean, you're going to have the football field, you're going to have the baseball
We
field,
do already have all those things
you
set
have the
up.
gym, you have the auditorium, you have a music room most likely for the band or
Do you think an
choir.
abandoned mansion or an abandoned school would be cheaper?
I got school probably cheaper.
Cheaper?
Plus, it's going to be more centralized. If you're talking like a mansion type place like that,
Might
it's
be
going to be a
closer
little
to the
further
suburbs
out of
rural.
yeah. Where I think schools are a lot more centralized. And the problem we'll run into is zoning if we find some school like in the middle of a neighborhood, like my old elementary school. It's still there, but it's not a school anymore. I don't know what it is, but
That's
literally right in the
right.
middle of a subdivision.
And that's why I like the mall because that's
You
got
ain't gonna fly there.
it's so fucking far away because of the parking lot. How do we do a school to work that out?
Sounds like we got to do some
Maybe if we
location
find
scouting.
some rural school or some of the out of the way schools.
So, like, geographically, like Monroe High School, it's not abandoned. It's still there. Actually, they just upgraded their football field and whatever.
Yeah, no, it's
but
abandoned.
originally, the original plan for the Monroe High School was to be a prison, and then those plans fell through, and they turned it into the high school.
I don't
It
know,
is
man. I keep
literally
hearing that
it's
about every.
completely surrounded by a chain link fence, but it's out on the edge of town too. So if they ever go bankrupt and we can get the funds together,
Yo.
and the cannabis stores wouldn't have to go far. It's already right there in Monroe.
Hey.
That's my logistical mind thinking it's all right there. Why don't we just put it together?
No, Jake, we're trying to bring it somewhere outside of there. Trying to bring that somewhere else.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Great concept. Let's build on that.
We're thinking on it, guys. We gotta get this mall going.
You got to see us in some Speedos first. Maybe we start an OnlyFans, just us in Speedos.
It may start out first as like the very best canna convention.
Oh, okay. So while we're rolling, and we're talking about this, you know where would be a great place to get some inspiration for this? Chronicon.
Chronicon was that?
Chronicon is let me school you. While you're on vacation, by the way, I wanted you to have some homework. I'm going to give you 3 movies to watch.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. 90 minutes. 90 minutes to kind of get you caught up to some lore. But Chronicon is an in-universe con from Kevin Smith. So, in the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back movie. Their first solo Jay and Silent Bob movie. They're going to Hollywood to stop the production of a movie called Blunt Man and Chronic. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's a take on their comic book likeness by a in-universe comic book creator.
Yeah.
Now, they do that. Flash forward to Jay and Silent Bob reboot. They go to Chronicon because there's going to be a thing about Blunt Man and Chronic there. They're going to gender swap or some. They're going to do some weird shit to it. There's a big announcement. They're going to stop it or whatever at Chronicon. Well, they brought Chronicon to life. Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, all the View Askew guys from all those movies and stuff go to Chicago, and they put this deal on. It's a weekend thing in Chicago at Expo Center hotel there. They kind of do the same thing with the Cruise Askew, where they take a 3-day cruise, but they record all their podcasts live there. They do all these other shows. There's like panel readings and just all sorts of fun stuff, but it's all weed centric.
Dude. So
It's in Chicago in October. And I think that's something that we may need to look into. I wanted to get you into the View Askew first because, like, to drag you along to that would be like taking me to like an anime convention. Like, I could do Comic-Con. That's a great blend. Just anime, that's gonna be hard. But at least I got you in with the weed. Kevin Smith is just the icing on top, right? Let's be honest. Kevin Smith's the cherry on top.
There we go. There we go. No, yeah, I'll check him out because fuck, dude, I got a flight to SoCal and back. I think I got enough time to watch these movies.
The last time I flew to Houston, I watched his 4:30 movie, which is kind of a pseudo life story. I own it digitally. But I'm not sure where it's available for streaming. I bought it on YouTube just so I had it. But definitely, I'll give you 3. 2 for sure. A third one to a couple of that you can plug in. But 3 key ones. I think if you hit those 3 key movies, you'll be pretty clued into what's going on.
All right, I'll check it out.
But yeah,
anything
the mall,
with the mall,
we're gonna make it happen.
We gotta make this happen, guys. We're turning it into a school. We might turn it into a convention. We'll figure it out.
So, anything else you want to rap about, or you want to wrap it up?
I would try to wrap this bitch up.
It's been a day.
For the day, dude. We've been working, dude. No, yeah, I just want to shout out the homies. Fucking again. Just reach out to us because I forget who I've told. And
I've got a list going, not only in my stoner brain, but I also have a list going on my phone of people that have mentioned, brought up, and everything. So while we are polishing the stone and rounding the edges of this jagged podcast,
we'll get you guys on.
We'll have a more I guess strict schedule, a little tighter schedule,
a tighter
schedule as far as recording. We'll probably have a little better nailed down locations in the wild times and things like that. But if you want to be on, don't worry, we'll get you on.
Just tell us, north or south?
Yeah, north. Actually, any direction, north, south, east, or west. I'm a traveling man.
Yeah, we as you've seen, we've gone to Jackson, dude. We'll go to Chicago, no problem.
Chicago, yeah, we'll go to Chicago. We'll go to Flint. If it's drivable,
and you got a mic going on, dude.
If it's drivable there and back in a day, we'll do it. overnight stays, you may have to cover us a hotel.
So,
yeah.
any finals?
I don't have any final thoughts, bro. I'm ready to,
I gotta.
wrap it up. Do a thing, say a thing, make a thing. Just might change your life.
Guys,